War in the Congo has kept the planet cooler. This racist, inflammatory, inaccurate bilge was put out by the Atlantic yesterday, in the middle of a genocide happening in Congo right now. The same people who manufacture, who engineer the climate crises are the same people who'll turn around and blame and scapegoat our indigenous communities. The very keepers and protectors of these rainforests will be blamed for the problems of the world. War in the Congo has kept the planet cooler. This racist, inflammatory, inaccurate bilge was put out by the Atlantic yesterday, in the middle of a genocide happening in Congo right now. The same people who manufacture, who engineer the climate crises are the same people who'll turn around and blame and scapegoat our indigenous communities. The very keepers and protectors of these rainforests will be blamed for the problems of the world. What is the obsession with African suffering? Right now, millions of people in eastern Congo are on the brink of death by starvation, while thousands upon thousands of square miles of arable land, of farmland, is being protected by neo-colonialist institutions like national parks. And this is happening all over the continent. Look at that headline. That's who they are. We are better, and we are many. And we can fight this because this is a fight against neo-colonialism. Free Congo.
These people are capable of turning an African's heart into a cold stone. The person who wrote this article is Ross Anderson, and he is not the first person to make such ridiculous claims about Africans. It was also that Prince Waku England Walefatla who also made such ridiculous claims, stating that we are endangering our species due to our growth in Africa. I'm talking about our population due to the fact that their own population is declining.
In my lifetime, we have seen global wildlife populations decline by over half. Africa's rapidly growing human population is predicted to more than double by 2050, a staggering increase of 3.5 million people per month. There is no question that this increase puts wildlife and habitats under enormous pressure. We're going to have to work much harder and think much deeper if we are to ensure that human beings and the other species of animal with which we share this planet can continue to coexist. When we look back, we have a mixed track record in this regard, but I'm always optimistic when I observe how young people in particular, all over the world, are motivated to reverse the trends.
How about this instead? Ever since there's been a war in Ukraine, the planet started being cooler. The planet was starting to breathe again. The war in Ukraine means that the planet becomes more sustainable, and also which means that less resources of the planet being utilized. So it's safer that with the less population of the people of Ukraine, the planet is getting more healthier. We as Africans don't want any more kids in the Western atmosphere to be produced due to the climate change we saw in the atmosphere. It is safe to say that with less kids produced in Europe, the planet is getting better. I do suggest that we do on pushing on condoms and prevention pills in the Western atmosphere. The lesser are the population, the density of our safety becomes, so that we have an equal environment for everyone.